The problem with carny folk is that they are always going to do what carny folk do. And they won't do this because they can't do this because they're carny folk. And when carny folk are in the place that they've emerged from, a big city, you know what I mean? They're in the walls of that city. It's not like what they say about Jews, because Jews were like herders of animals in the fucking Middle East. These particular fucking animals did actually emerge in cities. And they do fucking scurry around. And they has this certain fucking calling card of like, I don't know, pageantry, fucking voodoo, witchcraft, fucking bullshit. And it has yet to have a surviving, really, any habitat or any population to really thrive here in the hard conditions of the Western Australia. So the relocation process should be taken very seriously. It should be immediate. It needs to be thorough, and they need to stop gambling at our casino, all of them. And they especially need to stop continuing on as everything's as normal, and they need to especially really, really, think about what it means to threaten someone, no matter how well fucking hidden or planned. Because the problem is with a dead rat is that I'm not the rat, because rats don't talk to the entire world every day. Rats scurry around and do things like put dead rats in places. And even if that isn't the case, that still is the case. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not an acceptable thing here. And I'm very polite and very kind and very mild-mannered, but I'm kind of overseeing a bunch of lunatics that aren't. And I'm like the bridge between you, who if you're resonating and taking this personally, and that on the other side of the bridge arrangement of lunatics. That's why I'm here, because I'm nice and because I'm patient and because I get to the bottom of things, and I'm like, But then sometimes it's like, oh, you're thinking this is a discussion. You're thinking that you're here. It's like, if that's a suicide mission. And you've misinterpreted every single thing about all of the things that you're doing and watching and thinking and seeing. And that's a surefire way to get in a lot of trouble, so to say. And I think most people, like most complete moronic, criminally minded people, they get used to being told off. And they don't realize it's like, at some point, it's like there's a telling off like this, and then it's like, alrighty, okie doke. And then the real, like, the thing is like, I know when I go back to my house and I start building my house, I lived in that town for 10 years. I've done work for people. I had children at that school. I know if I wander down to the other place I went to school, I know all the people there I went to school with. They've all got families. They've all got friends. It's like this big safety net. And there's history. I understand the history of the place. So there's all these. It's like a big quiz. It's like if you're running around, thinking that this is London, it isn't London. There is no Big Ben here. I'm Big Ben. I'm telling the same story that Big Ben tells every day. He says, fuck off. Every day. Lots of times. Fuck off. But sometimes that's like really specific. That's a really specific fuck off. Yet we're not having a fucking pikey fucking camp in our suburban regions, fueled on fucking debt, held in fucking German fucking like war fucking cabinets. It's awfully familiar. We've been here before. And it's like you're using basically the video game we built to trap Nazis in, to try and do the weirdest shit ever, the grossest shit ever. Everybody has to fucking get their shit and go home. And by shit, I mean they have to get their fucking shit sorted and stop fucking around with my fucking country. This has nothing to do with skin color either. This is a fucking pure fucking white on white fucking crime right now, because God knows the most filthy fucking retarded cunts on this earth have white skin. And I've been fucking fighting them for a long time. And I wouldn't call this a fight. I would call this a fucking, this is a, go the fuck away. If you want to fight, then a fight will start and it will be ended before you even fucking knew what you were doing. This is the problem with superior fucking firepower. We would have thought that the message would be loud and clear. Because it's not like anything you've ever fucking seen before. They're letting everyone push the fucking line of wartime. So if you're doing that, you're in war. If you think you're getting away with it, you're not. You're in our video game. And if you're consenting to video game rules, then all right, I'll go and tell that fucking bunch of psychopaths on the other side of the bridge that it's time to go and fucking play ball. But if you think I'm having some type of passive-aggressive fucking discussion about this, that's not happening. I've made myself very clear for 3 years now. That's legal. That's how the law works. I don't know how many warnings a kid gets for trying to break into a window before you have the right to fucking, throw a brick at his head. So yeah, I don't know how many fucking chances a bunch of fucking English fucking con men and women have before they get neutralized by our fucking defense force. This isn't London. It has never been London. It was a British colony. That doesn't mean it is London. You need to learn your own history. London has been in conflict with the Crown since it fucking burnt down. Oh, we figured it out. We come to Australia and do it. Now you're in Australia. That's an even worse idea. You've all fucking emerged in the city. You don't know how Australia works. The only people that know how Australia works are Australians. But we're friends with your king, not with anyone from London. And I don't have a letterbox that addresses to me. I don't have fucking a guard out the front. I don't have a parliament. I have a conversation with King about his fucking infestation here. And he turns the other way, I guess. And the internet goes down for fucking 2 weeks. And then we don't have a problem. It's like this. If you go through what I've produced, it's like I have a lot of things on my table that I have to concern myself with. This strange little fucking thing is a pain in the ass. I actually want nothing to do with it, but then I can't let it continue. And so it's like, all right, continue on doing whatever you're doing. And now everyone will know that that's what it is. And it's just as soon as I fucking get a few other things sorted, then I'll sort that out. And I'll sort that out by exposing all the fucking disgusting, fucking weird shit that is happening right under everyone's fucking noses. Just the strange fucking like submission to this weird shit is not what Australians do. It's what grotty boys that grew up in fucking grotty parts of London do. And Australians love killing Poms. They love, we're Poms and we're allies and we all come from England and we're all fucking this and rah, 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 rah. That's there too. That's what I'm doing. But that has nothing to do with London. If you want to know who bombed London, it was your king. That's who bombed London. Sorry to fucking spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, the King of England bombed the fuck out of London during World War II. Oh, when you say it that way, yeah, that does sound sense. So it's like, what do they do now? They build a video game for all the fucking Nazis, like try-hard Nazis, to try and do their weird, gross, weird shit, and it's all on fucking record. Like everything on the internet is on record. Not necessarily what you're doing, but all the breadcrumb trail of all the weird, gross shit, all the exposure, all the smuggling. Because it's like basically the best way to describe it is it's smuggling. It's smuggling and it's illegal distribution of ... And the penalty's death instantly, wherever you are, under the right circumstances. I don't know if it's the right circumstances, but it's getting awfully close to the right circumstances. It's a real shame that I have no idea where you're going. I don't think they're going to let you back into London. And I don't think they're going to let you back into Germany. I don't know what's going to happen with all of these people. And this is a big network of people. And you're completely useless. So it's like, it's not the same. It's not the same as, say, like a fucking drug distribution family or enterprise that's been here for a long time that has whatever, because they're going to do whatever the fuck they're going to do. This isn't the same. Because the only things you're ever going to do is this weird city shit, which, yeah, if you're in London and it's this whatever, it's like, okay. But you don't understand where you are. In Australia, when you're in the defense, you understand that your life is on the line. So come and fucking kill me and then find out what the fuck happens to every fucking English person in Australia and in London. This is how it's like this weird fucking thing. And it's all dependent on like reading the room. It's like, yeah, you might be good at reading the room. You need to read the bigger room. And then you need to read the bigger room again. And the room that's even bigger than that. And where you grew up, you were very far away from the really, really big rooms. So this is in fact always going on. It's always been going on. But in England, you knew which fucking rooms not to fucking knock on, or not to fuck with, or not to climb in the window. But here, all of you are retarded because the sun is too hot, the land is too flat, the sport is too fucking boring, and I don't know what it is. But there is a bunch of people on the terrace of my window and they're about to get fucking shot if they don't leave. And I'm speaking for a lot of Australians right now. Some of them who have been on meth for fucking all week just sitting there polishing their fucking guns, just waiting. Fucking just like singly focused on their fucking target of choice that they've handpicked and been fucking, you know what I mean, researching the movements of and all these things. That's what those people do. I don't do that. I do this. You know, I talk about sewing machines and stuff. I'm in the recovery. I'm like, we need it, but I just can speak quite well. So they ask me to do this all the time. Oh. Anyway. If my kids end up watching this, so it's like, sorry, kids, had to cancel tonight. Ran into some fucking hurdles and heading back to Gin. This is, yeah. It's unfortunate the depths to which people attempt to go when they're trying to outrun reality, when they're trying to shortcut like basic mathematics and I don't know, and they leave problems, and then there's like this thing, and then our government like misaligns all its things, and then they go to Nazism. Nazism is the last chance saloon of the morons. It's hurt people. It's not a surprise that the Nazis put work sets you free on their fucking work camps, because that's what the world was doing to Germany. But this is different. We didn't put you in work camps. We let you play a video game, and you decided to act horribly in that video game. Because we don't know how to solve this problem. If you too much discipline makes them fucking turn into Nazis, or even worse. Not enough discipline, but on a video game, it exposes the ones that are just moronic and fucking are going to constantly do this. And our prisons are all full. So we don't, you know, they're full with single fathers that are fucking fighting their ex-wives trying to fucking kill them and indoctrinate their children. So it's like we've got a big old fucking problem. It's not really time for prison and things like that, especially with a bunch of immigrants. And we're getting the message from over there that they feel the same. But the problem is you got to really fucking know where you are on the immigrant fucking conga line. And you're not doing anything to defend the country. You're actually just infiltrating the country with horrible fucking things. I think anyone who's really who knows their fucking thing, even if they have a dodgy past or whatever, it's like at this stage they know what they're doing. They know what they're about to have to be doing. They're not continuing on the fucking scam. They're not playing a video game. So it's unfortunate, and I hate doing this. But it's raining today, so I couldn't really be doing much else. So I guess I'll do it. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's like that Sweeney Todd song about London. There's a hole in the world and it's filled with shit, and the vermin of the earth inhabit it, and it goes by the name of London. I agree. I fucking agree. And so is every king since Charles II, I think. And so I guess he figured out a loophole. Like Londoners figured out a loophole, I guess Charles figured out a loophole to deal with Londoners. Yeah. It's so weird that we're in the same situation as Nazi Germany, but with a bunch of Londoners that think they're England. And who's going to want them? I think there's going to be less people line up to take the Londoners than there were to take the Palestinians. So I don't know. It's a good thing that China built those towns, I guess. It seems like a shot in the dark, but I don't know. It's better than a fucking desert in the middle of your enemies. At least they have towns already in cities. It's like the fucking Jews got sent to the fucking Middle East, surrounded by their enemies in the middle of a fucking desert. And they built Israel. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting what a bunch of Londoners do in China. And they've got all that. They've got an even crazier video game. They're very good at keeping their population in check. And they respect our autonomy here. So I don't know. Again, everyone's free to make their own decisions. The problem is that everyone's already made a bunch of decisions and they're kind of in denial about the decisions they've already made. And like always, this is how anyone is. If you drink drive, you don't intend to kill someone while you drink driving. You don't intend to cause fucking mayhem when you leave in the, drinking. But if you do, it doesn't matter that you were drinking. It doesn't matter that you didn't intend to. There's a level of and yeah, there's a sneaky level of the way this is being done, but it's not up for discussion. And it's certainly never going to be up for discussion between an Australian 180 years in this fucking country and some retarded fucking Londoner. No matter how old, no matter how many degrees, it's like, that's never going to happen. So the assumption that it is going to happen, that's the end of the road. There is no more road left. It's very much like those fucking Nazis on the bridge. There's no road left. Turn around. But the city isn't big enough here. You're not going back in the city. You never were in the city. That's the problem. London is out of a city environment. Go crazy. That's why China built you cities over there. You don't know it's like watching fucking like a cat in the middle of a desert try and open up a can of cat food. They can't. They can't open up a can of cat food. They don't have opposable fucking thumbs. And that's like the same exact metaphor for what's happening here. And I guess it wasn't on the brochure that said, "Welcome to Australia. Treat the place like shit." And I didn't say that. No, welcome to Australia. Make yourself at home. It didn't say that either. It definitely didn't say make yourself at home. It didn't say welcome to Australia, a country built by London. Make yourself at home. It certainly didn't say any of those things. I should know because I hold the secret oldest book in Australian knowledge of the divine fucking ritual that was enacted here. And so I'm aware of all these things. Our largest threat for our entire life has been London. It's a weird old fucking world that we live in. And perhaps over east in those metropolitan zones, I don't know how they're faring to do with their conflict between their cities and their fucking regional areas. But here, holy shit, it's really important that this is a really, unique place. It's the first place on earth that was successful in destroying London's attempts to infiltrate it. Or it will be as soon as I fucking press the button. But I hope I don't need to press the button. You know what I mean? I hope to see movement and action like your life depended on it. Like all of the Londoners in Perth, like their life depended on it. Yeah? It's going to be very hard because you live in some type of weird city conceptual fucking infiltration, online computer, fucking socialist nonsense world. But I guarantee you that this is the end of the road. Because this ain't London and it never was. And you'll see it's like this is courtesy, which is English. So it is English, it's courtesy, but it's not fucking London. Alrighty. Bonjour. Bonjour mean au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. I think that's what it means. Don't go to France either. Fuck, they hate you there. Holy shit. It's China or bust. US, you can't go to China, you can't go to the US. And it's not all Londoners. if you're a Londoner, like a savage, cold-blooded Londoner who's, you know, of the echelons of thing, and you're in London, you're fine. You're fine. You know, you stayed in the right place. This is all, it's all good. I've no, God damn it, I don't stroll into London thinking I fucking own the place. And so, yeah, I appreciate the push to build a city for your kinfolk or your you know, whatever you call them. I can't say those words here because it's too offensive. But yeah, it's a really weird time for all these things. And I wish you all the best, because God knows the Chinese need to learn how to speak English so they don't try and fuck with us. The problem is when they do it, they're like accidentally doing it. They're like, we thought you were doing this. We thought you were doing this. Like, most of it is a misinterpretation of the facts. We're like, no, cunts. And they're like, oh, China was the easiest negotiation out of anything. Because they honestly just mistook everything. They just got everything wrong. So we need a bunch of English people to live in China. And the only people that make sense to do that will be Londoners that are living in Australia. And this is a gift to the Aboriginal people, because Aboriginal people, they especially hate Londoners for some reason. I've been told to pass that message on. They especially hate DJs from London. So, yeah, do with all of that as you will. It's really, as I said, everything is up to each individual to make decisions on their best interests and their family's interests. And the extended family interests, you know, persuasion over said individuals should really come into play in a moment like this. And we're about to see whether Londoners do that or whether they all just scurry for the fucking pub. When I watched that movie, Shaun of the Dead, that's what they did. They just went to the Winchester and waited for this whole thing to blow over. Yeah. Turns out all we need to do is cause a bit of a fuss and then find all the people in the pub, and that's all the Londoners. So, yeah. Safe travels. Be careful with the fucking software over there and the fucking weird face detection shit and all those things. I don't even know. I'd just keep an eye on them. Like I said, that we're, you know, they're okay, but I wouldn't trust them. So, yeah, I guess the other thing you could do is you could all sell all of your bungalows and build a city and call it Little London. That would also be okay. And I'd visit Little London. That's the other thing, because that's what Chinese people do. And you are the Chinese people of Europe. So that's the other option. But Little London will be surrounded by Big Australia. And Big Australia hates Londoners that don't stay in Little London. All right.